Okay guys, in this lessons right here, we're still solving linear system by using substitutions method, okay? So keep in mind, it's substitution and not elimination, okay? So today when you're doing your homework, you will encounter 3 cases. And in case number 1, when you solve, you're gonna get x equal to something, y equal to something. That answer is one solution. And that solution is at x comma y, okay? In case 2, you will get something that does not make sense, like 0 equal to 5, 1 equal to 3. Get the idea? So if that happens, it's no solution. And case number 3, when you have 0 equal to 0, 1 equal to 1, 5 equal to 5, something that makes sense, right? So in this case, it's IMS. Very same thing like elimination, except it's just a different way of solving linear system. Okay, let's look at number 1. Now, in number 1, we're doing substitution, and in the substitutions process, one of the equations, a letter has to be already solved for. It could be x or y. In this case, y already solved for, okay? So what we do is we're going to use the first equation, and then we're going to plug y into there. See that? So all of these right here will go into there. So let's rewrite this. So 3x plus y, but I'm replacing y with 2x plus 4 from here, okay? Equals to 9. So now instead of having 2 unknowns, we have only 1 unknowns. So 3x plus 2x is 5x plus 4 equal to 9. Subtract 4 to both sides, 5x equal to 5. And then divide both sides by 5, x equal to 1. And then I'm going to use this answer that we just got right here. I'm going to plug into one of the original equations. So we're going to use the second equation, y equal to 2x plus 4. Plug your x into here, and then we solve for y. So 2 times 1 plus 4, which is 6, because 2 times 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6. So this type of solution is one solution, and that one solution is 1, 6. Let's move on to number 2. In number 2, notice it's not like number 1, where a letter is not solved for us. And in this case, we have to pick an equation that we need to solve for. And if we look at the coefficient here, we have a -2, a positive 4, and a -2, and a 1. So it's easier if we were to pick the first equation and solve for the letter y. If we pick the other one, we might have fractions, and we don't want that, right? So here we're going to add 2x to both sides, so we get y equal to 2x plus 7. Okay, so now all I'm doing is I'm going to get this part right here and plug into this y right here to solve for x. Okay, so let's do that. 4x minus 2. And instead of writing y, I'm replacing, or in another word, substituting y for 2x plus 7 equals to 10. So we have 4x minus 14 equal to 10. So the 4x cancels out. I have -14 equal to 10. You can stop here. You don't have to move on. Why? Because, look, -14 equals to 10. That does not make sense, right? So our math is correct, and this does not make sense. Therefore, this is no solution. Okay, let's move on to number 3. In number 3, same thing like number 2. None of the letters solve for us, so we have to figure out which one. The second equation, it has a 2, it has a 6, -3, and a 1. So the second equation is harder to solve, so don't pick that one. I would pick the first one. But if I pick the first one, I'm going to solve for x, okay? So here I'm going to add 3y to both sides. So x equal to 3y plus 6, okay? Then we're going to use this answer right here and plug it into this x right there. See that? So now let's do that. 2 times 3y plus 6. The rest we just copy it down. which is minus 6y equal to 12. So 6y plus 12 minus 6y equal to 12. The 6y cancels out. Then we have 12 equal to 12. This makes sense, right? If this makes sense, we can stop here, and we call that IMS. Let's move on to number 4. Okay, in number 4, notice none of the letters being solved for us, so we have to decide which one is easier to solve. And in this case, I would pick the second equation and solve for y, okay? So here I'm subtracting 8x to both sides, so I get y equals to negative 8x plus 3. Then I'm going to use this answer and plug it into this y right here, okay? So negative 6x minus 7y, but for the y part, I'm going to replace it with negative 8x plus 3 equals negative 21. So negative 6x plus 56x minus 21 equal to negative 21. So this is going to give us positive 50x minus 21 equal to negative 21. Add 21 to both sides. This cancels out. Then I get 50x equal to 0. Divide both sides by 50. X equal to 0. So if x equal to 0, then all I have to do is use this answer, plug into the original equation. So I'm going to pick the second one, okay? So picking the second one is 8x plus y equal to 3. X is 0 plus y equal to 3. This is going to be 0, so y equal to 3. So it's one solution, and that one solution is at 0, 3. Okay, guys, we are done. Voila. Have fun with the homework.